Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duels video. In this video, I will continue with the Legacy Duels, of course, and hopefully I will eventually max out my duel point score. After that, I can just play the game for fun and chill, and, you know, use the daily XP bonus thing to get Yummy to a higher level, because I can. Because I absolutely chose him when I started playing this game, right? Although, when I figured out how many people are playing Kaiba, I was like, yeah, I'm switching. But Dark Side of Dimensions Kaiba is maxed out. Alright. I did not have, I don't have Trap Jammer on the field now. If I did though, I wouldn't be able to use it this turn. Alright, so I keep losing against Joey, which is interesting. And I guess it really does get better after DM. Oh my god, that is so bad. It's not that bad in DM, it gets better. Am I going to just pretend like that never happened? If that this Duels never happened? Like, he pretty much only lost against Yummy Merrick because he fainted, as far as I remember. That's not... Although people call Yummy Merrick a terrible duelist, and you know what? Maybe he is. But if someone's playing as Yummy Merrick, that's a different story. Seriously. Yummy Merrick players really get into the character. Why did you summon that? What? Okay, I see. I was just confused. Like, why did you... That card is acceptable in this mode? I'm interested in what Bones uses in his deck. Which deck does it? Okay. Yes, I sent that card to the graveyard. What? I sent it to the graveyard, and I got it back. What? I did not expect that. I did not think the card works that way. Okay, I am serious, guys. I want to know what Bones has in his deck. He's the only person I can think of that would make that card playable in this mode. You know, just saying. Alright, well, I would like to tell you something, Joey, and I've got Sword and Shield in my hand, and I'm sure you know what that does. You've used it. You're probably the person that first used it, but anyway. Go ahead. I think that card can come back from the graveyard anyway, so I probably wouldn't have been free from it regardless, but what does it do? Once returned during our next standby phase, after this card in your possession was destroyed and sent to a graveyard by an opponent's card effect. Okay. It has to be sent to the graveyard by a card effect. It makes sense to me. When you use Sword, why did I do that? Was I not paying attention? Well, I will fix this. I do not feel like that was a fix. I feel like that was a disaster. Alright, well, I mean, although I misplayed, at the very least my opponent doesn't know this. My opponent probably thinks that was intentional, because I had the card to, you know, take him out. Okay, Draining Shield automatically goes face down. and this card is sent to the graveyard. Okay, so whenever it's sent to the graveyard, even with a card effect, it will be placed on top of my deck. Okay, oh god. Alright. Yeah, that's about as old school as things get. I wonder if I'll see many other bugs. I doubt it, because some cards in this era, some cards just aren't in this mode right now that even cards you would imagine would be. But like, for example, I don't think Man-Eater Bug is part of this mode, even though I think that it probably existed during the era of the Duels Kingdoms. I mean, Revolt probably existed. When? I don't know, but Man-Eater Bug is a bug, so we're going to assume, based on absolutely no logic, that this is exactly what he did at 20 points. Anyway, I think it's funny that, you know, at first I hated when Revolt threw Exodia into the ocean, but now I'm just like, oh. So this is intentional because the writers just want to make sure that Yugi doesn't win every duel with Exodia. They're using Revolt for this by having Yugi just trust someone with Exodia. Hold on a second. Anyway, I'm sure he doesn't trust anyone with his cards anymore. Well, he trusted someone with his Millennium Puzzle at one point, which was a bad idea. But, I mean, I guess it's good to trust people and think they're not total douchebags. Like, you know, I do at times. Okay, Warrior was selected. I have no idea what that means. Actually, do I have any warriors in this deck? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. But that's a bad thing to say. Alright. Select which card you'd like to send to the graveyard. Okay, I will send Dark Magician Girl to the graveyard. I probably should have sent Blue Eyes instead. Alright. No! Don't. Okay, well, that did not backfire on me, surprisingly. I thought it was going to. It did not backfire, so I'm surprised and thankful, dear Lord. Okay, well. I expected this. Alright, my turn is over. This is the final turn of this duel. Unfortunately. Yes, I have lost. You know, maybe it's time for me to acknowledge that perhaps I shouldn't just use my own cards. You know, I have been neglecting DM era. Not entirely, but for the most part, I've been ignoring it. I mean, it's just the game has progressed a lot since then, so I would only really focus on the cards and decks I've seen for DM era, which in this case would be Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Harpies, Dark Magician, you know, cards used by those people. Yes, those people. Yeah, like everyone knows who is associated with all of those archetypes. Well, if you've watched enough of my videos, then I'd be surprised if you don't. I'd also be surprised if you are watching these videos and you don't already know this. I mean, I understand there could be a very interesting variety of people that like this channel and watch it, but I believe Yu-Gi-Oh! Is probably the main I think most people probably like it, and that's probably the main reason some people subscribe. It's most of the videos on this channel. It's probably going to continue to be for a very long time. Okay. My opponent ends his turn. I have my suspicions that this isn't a good thing. Alright. And now I know what he's probably planning over there. But do I like it? Well, I don't have to. Okay, hold on a second. And I turned my volume up again. I mean my voice. And just so I can make sure that I can hear myself when I listen to these again. Okay. Are you ready, Kyber? Are you ready? I'm gonna use that next turn probably. Alright, interesting. I am doing whatever I can to get some wins, but I admit that I'm on a losing streak. A very big losing streak. That's probably why I don't think this mode is very slow paced. Because I actually don't happen to have enough support to keep up with everyone else. Alright, now it's time. It's time for me to do what I was planning to do from the very beginning. I planned for this, Kaiba. I planned for this. But this card on my side of the field is here just for you. Just for your blue eyes. I am prepared. Although there may... Okay, I see. I was not prepared enough. I got it. However, I understand what you have just done. And I am prepared for that as well. Alright, your move. He uses Monster Reborn. Oh, I'm in trouble. Alright. I see. You know, if I get lucky, you're going down, Private. But I do have to get lucky first in order for that to happen. Alright. I like luck. It's a very good thing to have, you know? Yes, a very good thing to have. I am battling a light monster. The Blue Eyes just lost against me. How do you feel about that, Kaiba? Your monster lost against a level 6 card. It could lose against a card of lower levels as well, by the way. Like Man-Eater Bug. I mentioned that card recently. I mentioned it earlier. Alright, well. There's a card that will shift battle positions, so how about I do that? How about I change something to defense position, just in case. Maybe that would mean a card. Oh, actually, he just has Draining Shield. Alright. Draining Shield, I see. What I just did was it's not a good decision. I was expecting something else. That's what you do, that's what happens when you assume. You always make a mistake. And you'll pay for it. With your life points. Alright. Well, it's my turn to make a move. Kaiba, look at this. Look at your past and what you used to destroy. You destroyed this card, Kaiba. You wanted it all to yourself. And you will pay the price for it. Okay. I see. Well, it's a good thing I summoned Blue Eyes. A good thing I summoned a level 6 monster as well. I won. Congratulations to me, I finally won. This really isn't the best bit. This really isn't the best thing to use. I mean, I finally got victory, and I mean, if duels are going by quickly, then I think that's a good thing. I'm not going to insult my skills if other people are saying this is a bit grinding. I mean, seriously. Alright, there's a ranking. Yes, there's a ranking over here. I'm just gonna see who's on the ranking, to be honest. Okay. Based on number of wins. 600. Someone had 600 wins. Okay. What about number of nices? Sin's nice, dude. Look at that guy. He's just chilling with all the nices. Alright. Well, I definitely sin nices. I do that a lot because I heard that this helps people. And I like helping people. At least to the extent that I know I can. I mean, in some cases I can't afford to, but in this case, I definitely can. And will. Alright, so this is Yamayugi. He might be using the default deck. The default deck is probably better than this, but I like having Trap Jammer in this deck. Okay. My opponent just ended his turn, so I don't know what what's going on over there, but it's unfortunate for him that he just ended his turn like that. And I should be careful what I say. Very careful, because I think Kribo is actually still usable in this mode. Yeah, I think you can still use Kribo. It would be weird if you couldn't. I mean, I remember that Kribo was used during Duels Kingdom. And Kribos are cute. I don't care what people say to me, they are cute. Very cute. Kind of like a kitten. They are just so cute. Okay. So this guy is using the default, which I suspected. But also, I just assumed that without facts and evidence. So, yeah. Probably shouldn't do that. But I was still right. Alright. Send to the top of the deck. And gonna attack me. Yeah, I'll take this life. Okay, right. I forgot we were. Wait, what? I don't think I know what I'm doing. That's not something I want to say, but sure. I don't really have the ability to win. I'm just going to keep that in my hands for now. And now I do realize what this means. I'm likely going to take life point damage, but I mean, I've lost. At least I think I have. I mean, he still has his normal summon next turn. So defeat. Alright. Does anyone need more evidence that I have lost? But there's additional evidence. But there it is right there. I'm still having fun, but I'm trying to keep my voice low. You know, I've got my reasons. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really. Okay, I've lost. After watching all those videos of me being weirdly loud, I'm just like, I kind of want to do the opposite. Now I just want to be more quiet. Those videos were a nightmare to upload. And even listen to. And now, do I think there's entertainment value in them? Well, yes, of course. That's why I uploaded them. But I don't really think there's something you would go back and rewatch. At least most of them. Okay, maybe if you're that kind of person, you might. I mean, I could see myself doing it. You know, look back on old times. What was I like when I was, you know, just 30? Yeah, sounds like a good thing to do with my life. Okay. Well, I could lose this too. But it would be funny if I managed to get all the rewards just from losing. That's kind of a dumb idea. Just the thought of me winning my way to all the rewards because... Wait a minute, hold on, let me rephrase that. It would be interesting if I got all the rewards and I just lost most of my duels. But I mean, I am being nice, guys. I'm being very nice. I may not be able to afford to be nice, but, you know, I can hit the nice button. Okay. I need one monster. One monster, and I can also use my skill to summon the Dark Magician Girl. Okay, I see. Well, that's not good. But, you know, I happen to know something about... I happen to have a block attack in my hand. Okay, good. I don't know what kind of attributes I have in this deck, but at the very least, I know that I've got a fire type, I've got an earth type, I've got a dark type, I've got, I definitely have a weird mix of attributes in this deck. Though that reminds you of Yami's actual deck in the anime, doesn't it? Well, his deck is mostly dark monsters, I think. Mainly light and dark, so... Honestly, I'm not sure how much of a weird mixture his deck actually is. Now, if you look at Jaden's deck, his deck is... it's every attribute imaginable, minus divine, so... You might have a oh my god. A warrior returning alive, I see. I see our money did. To be fair, I actually have the money to afford to do the same thing. I lost. Well, I lost, but it was still a nice duel. Alright, well... Apparently, I'm getting most of my points from people being nice to me. And I made very terrifying assumptions about the general player base. So, yeah, looking back at these points and knowing most of them are probably from getting nices is very interesting, considering I don't generally have a positive opinion of the majority of this population. Guys, I know I'm kind of... I believe things that aren't necessarily true when it comes to humanity, but I can get better. I can improve. I probably will, but not right now. Anyway, that's going to try things out for this video, guys. In the next video, I will continue, and I'm basically going to continue doing this until I have maxed out my score. Maxed out? I don't think you max out your score just for reaching the last reward, but okay.